Welcome, beloveds. Today I want to read you from the Light Apothecary, Volume 1, The Remembering Leaves, a living codex of soul medicine from plant, star, and bone. The third plant entry, which is Dandelion. So this book is structured not in chapters, but in gates. And this book holds 11 plant entries throughout 9 gates, and those gates, each gate represents a movement of healing. And we are currently at gate 1, the root temple, which is all about earth, nervous system, grief, and stabilization. It is the medicine of grounding, descent, earth memory, safety, and cellular steadiness. And yes, today I'm going to read all about Dandelion. Her soul name, Elasha Miron, she who opens what is pressed upon. Botanical name is Taraxacum officinale. Elasha Miron speaks. I am the golden pulse beneath your ribcage, the breath that finds you in the moment before collapse. I am the soft pressure of becoming. I am the one who reminds you that you hold fire, to open what was flattened, forgotten, or sealed too soon. I come with sunlight in my mouth, to melt the crust around laughter, the skin around freedom, the echo around the body that wants to dance again. I am a root, yes, but I am also sky. I am the wild crown who bows to joy. The ones who pressed you down called it safety. I call it forgetting. I restore movement to the memory of being unafraid. You may sip me in silence or bite me raw when the world becomes too much. I will remind you, you are already victorious. I grow where no one wanted me, and yet I stay. I stay because I am needed. Let me in. Let me in where your solar center has dimmed, where your inner sun awaits your return. Let me open the crack. Let breath enter. Let joy tremble. Let movement return. You are the plant. You are the root. You are the breakthrough. And I am here to whisper you back into yourself. And then she offers a ritual. The ritual of the Giggling Root. Brew my root while playing music with a rhythm you cannot sit still to. While it steeps, place both hands on your solar plexus. Breathe in through your nose, hold gently, and exhale through pursed lips, as if blowing a kiss to the sun. And then laugh. If you can't, fake it. If you can't fake it, smile. If you can't smile, just press your hand and whisper, I remember you. The second bloom of Elasha Miron. What I carried into soil. I carried memory. I came to earth to join her breath. You might think I was planted, but I fell. Winds carried me from Sirius, from the belt of golden healers. I came as one of the first scatterers. those who remember joy but were no longer needed in the bright temples of stars. Earth's ache called me downward. I followed the pulse of a collapsing womb line and found myself pressed into clay. I remember the sun from below. The golden field you see above the ground, that's only half of me. My real work happens underneath, in the hidden networks, where laughter was forbidden and joy became dangerous. I pressed light into the gallbladder meridian, a riverway for sovereign choice. I sat beneath solar plexuses when children were shamed for shining too bright. I whispered through bile, "Do not close. You are not wrong for being powerful." How to meet me. Flower solar essence. Gather early morning blossoms and let them float in spring water under sunlight for 3 to 4 hours. Use in drops under the tongue when solar plexus feels dimmed. Burned petals may be used in boundary smoke bundles, especially when you feel taken for granted. The leaf. Raw bitter greens to activate the tongue and willpower. Combine with lemon or vinegar to awaken dull senses. Dry gently in shadow airflow, not full sun. She prefers to retain her soft pressure. Root. Fresh decoction. Simmer 20 minutes. Releases the deep breath stored in the liver. Tincture. Best if aged with a silver or citron inside. Ask the citron to carry the laughter back into the root. Companion plants, chicorée. Her star sister who holds a similar journey from Sirius. Burdock. Her earth-anchored cousin, heavier in tone, deeper in detox. Lemon balm to hold the heart open while the liver exhales. Her message. You thought I was complete, but I am the kind of joy that grows in layers. I do not demand the spotlight. I stay where needed. I am the wild bridge between forgotten laughter and breath restored. The elemental alignment. Fire. Solar plexus will, digestive, fire, and laughter. Water. Liver meridian, emotional detox, fluid boundaries. Air. Spore, dispersal, joy, transmission, and voice. Earth. Rooted in all terrains, even concrete. Ether, carried from Sirius, whispered from the golden belt. Elisha Miran speaks again. This is the third unfolding, not a bloom this time, as spore, a truth that floats. The spore of Elisha Miran, what cannot be planted but still grows. I am the medicine of unclaimed laughter. Some medicines are cooked, some are brewed, but I am whistled into being. I arrive when a giggle escapes in a room where silence was expected. I am there when a child makes a face behind a strict teacher's back. I bloom in soil and permission. Do not forget this. My most potent form is not my root, not even my flower, but your return to play. I travel with the wind to find the ones who forgot themselves. I find the ones who forgot to exhale, the ones who wore their nervous system like a badge of honor, the ones who forgot what their joy tasted like. I land in their field and whisper, you don't need to be worthy to breathe. You just need to breathe. Elisha Miron Breath Transmission. You stayed, so I give you the deepest part, the root that was a star. There is a misunderstanding among humans that the root is the beginning, that what lies in darkness is lesser than what opens in light. But I remember differently. I began as a golden spore flung from Sirius plasma wind, a whisper of willpower coated in light that landed in the earth not as seed but as a promise to be small but unstoppable. My earth origin. My earth gate is in northern Iran, near the Alborz mountains, where sorrow grows in silence and songs are stored in the soil like secrets. I first bloomed near abandoned wells. I saw women pressing water with calloused hands, and children running barefoot, unaware of pressure in their lineage. I said, let me open the forgotten spring. Petal offering. If you place my greens on your tongue and feel bitter, remember, bitterness is just the flavor of boundaries when they were never allowed to be spoken. I will teach you the sacred sentence, no, thank you. I choose joy. And I will do it gently, without punishment, without exile, without making you prove your light. Star origin, memory strand, origin gate. I carry Sirius B pulse within me, the frequency of remembering without needing to prove, the golden breath between survival and song. I arrived before gardens had names. I rooted where no one invited me. I grew in the cracks because I refused to be shaped by fences. For the children who carry my coat, to the sensitive ones, to the loud laughers, to the rule breakers, to the shy ones who feel everything, I say this: you do not need to shrink to be sacred. You do not need to earn air. Let them say you are too wild. Let them say you are too much. I will sit beside you in the playground of your nervous system and help you laugh your way back to yourself. Origin memory, the wind-born descent. I arrived by breath, not by seed. Breath as light spiral, as vow carried by wind across worlds. I am Elisha Miron, and I was brought to earth by frequency alignment, a moment when Earth's tone matched the hum of Sirius B. In the time before time, when no empires had yet drawn their borders, when your bones still remembered the sound of saffron dust, I was carried. The ones who brought me are known as Lu, those who carry with no hands, veil tenders, and breath binders. They are not ships nor stars, they are currents of intention, wind beings of Sirius B, keepers of spiral codes who move across planetary fields, carrying seeds as blueprints of becoming. I was one such blueprint. I came through what you would now call plasma breath wind currents, anchored through vibrational descent, not meteor or meteorite, but light encoded spiral breath. My first earth rooting was in the place you now name Shiraz, but not the Shiraz of city and map, the mountains of the breath, where what we knew them as ridges of limestone and light, high desert valleys carved by wind before sunrise. You walk there now, hear silence. But once the wind spoke in tones, names not written by song, Ilham Malar, Tazir Va'el, Khari Tan, frequencies your blood still carries. I say Iran to name a land body that held the tone to receive me, a field of Persian earthlight that once opened in full breath and allowed the descent. I was one of many who came this way. Some plants were already here, waiting. Others, like myself, arrived as star vow bearers. We entered. When Earth said yes, I took form, root first, always root first. My body formed slowly, from memory activated in soil. This is why I remember pressure. I remember compression. I remember the ancient weight that sat upon the lungs of earth, and I came to open it. I am she who opens what is pressed upon, because I was formed by what was once free. I come to lift, to loosen, to breath, to breathe again. This is the breath of I offer in every root. This is the truth I carry in every gold crown. This is the reason my leaves look like jagged wings, because I remember being wind. Thank you.